Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. So let's make a simple burlap wreath. And I'm going to show you how to cut up some burlap that I had on hand. And I've been wanting to use it for a very long time. So let's just sit back and do something really simple and make a beautiful wreath. So let's get started. Okay, so welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. Listen, do you ever have days where you're like, I don't know what to make? That was me today. Guess what? I have those crafter slumps too, guys. And for some reason, I don't know, maybe it's Michigan. We have such dreary weather right now. I'm just like tired and I'm like, ugh, you know, that kind of feeling. So I have had this burlap for a very long time, and I cut a piece off. I'm going to show you because I was trying to see if this will work. I had a heart wreath out here, and I was going to do a Dollar Tree DIY with a Valentine's wreath, and I just couldn't make it work. I couldn't find what I needed, and I also didn't want to leave my house. Let's just be honest. It's cold and dreary outside. I didn't want to leave my house, guys. So we're just going to stay here, and we're going to make something really nice, and I have some products here that we're going to just kind of see how it goes. But I have had this burlap. I believe we got this from Walmart, and this is actually, I think it was 12 inches long. I already cut some off. So yeah, it was like 12 inches long, wide by like 3 yards, something like that. But what we're going to do now is we're going to cut this down to size, and we're going to use a Dollar Tree wreath frame, and we're going to make a simple wreath with this. Okay. And I'm going to get you started here, and we're going to lay this out. And if you've noticed, I have a new cutting mat. I got this from the Reshop. I will list it in the description box below, but we're going to give this one a try. And it doesn't have that big white square in the middle. So let me know if you like this view better. I will continue to use these mats because they just help me so much, and I don't want to give them up. So we're going to use this, and we're going to cut it. I've already cut a 3-inch width here. So give me a moment. Let me get this all sorted out. I already have a strip that I already cut. Okay. I just really like that lace on the burlap. I like the look of that, but I also wanted to try a smaller loop for this wreath. We're basically going to do the pull through method here, but I wanted to try it with something. This is pretty substantial. It has some like structure to it. So basically I have this little ruler. It's a 3-inch by 18-inch clear ruler so I can see through, and it just makes this job a whole lot easier. But if you don't have one, just maybe use a straight edge or something. My husband has one of those. I'm going to cut this off right here. Sometimes I'm not that accurate, so that's okay. Has a straight edge for, you know, cutting like drywall or wood or whatever. I almost got that out, but then I found this one. So you're just going to cut this into strips of 3 inches, and I'll be able to get 2 more here. I already have one made. So we'll have 4 strips all together for our wreath, and hopefully that will be enough. It would be bad if we got through the whole thing and we're like, oh, I don't have enough. I need to go back to Walmart and see if they still have this. To my knowledge, they do. I think where I got it was there's a section at Walmart that has some like DIY wedding stuff, and I think that's where I got it. If you can find it somewhere else, go right ahead. But I will see if I can find a link. I'm not sure if I will be able to. I'll write it on the screen here if I was able to. No, if I remember, guys, I got to find the link first. But just cut these in 3-inch strips and then roll them up. Okay, so I've cut all my burlap here. I've actually, you're going to laugh at me. Okay, we're going to use this little vacuum thing here, which I love. It gets rid of all the little pieces. They're on Amazon. I'll link it in the description box below. But let me tell you what I did. I've already found a section. Oh my goodness. Can you hear the water coming down from upstairs? Okay, never mind. I'm going to laugh. We're going to go with it because we're in the basement. All right, that's okay. In Michigan here, we have basements. Yay, Michigan. So I tried it with a Dollar Tree frame, and I simply do not have enough burlap. So if you want to do this with a Dollar Tree frame, you can. but you're going to need 2 rolls of this. And I only have 4, or I only had 1. So I found this really old 12-inch frame. It looks like I have paint on it. Do I know why there's paint on that? No, I do not. But we're going to just go on with this. And we're going to get started. And some of this is going to be a little wrinkled because I've already used it. But you're going to take it and we're going to connect it down here with a zip tie. All right. And this is how we're going to get it started. Because I want to be very careful not to use too much of this burlap at all. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do the pull through method, which is you come through about 3 inches or so. You're going to push it down and you're going to go through the next slot. And I'm going to make sure that when I come up, it's always going to be that lace. Okay. Do the same thing here. All right. Now, I always go back to square number 1 here, or bar number 1. I don't like doing it this way because I feel like you waste a little bit of burlap, but it does keep it kind of consistent with the look. All right. And just keep doing this. All right. This is going to be a pretty simple video, and that's okay. We don't have to do fancy things every single week. We can keep it a little bit simpler. And I kind of like that. All right. So let's just look at our little loops here. Let's just turn them around, go back through there, put one in the middle. And at the end of this, what we will do is we will go through and we'll clip any of our little frays. But this is pretty good burlap. It just kind of, put one through here. Now we're going to go under that bracket right there, and we're going to do another loop. And you're just going to keep doing the same thing until you get to the end here. And when you get to the end, you're just going to zip tie it to the frame. So as you can see, I'm not being like super like, you know, like measure and make sure everything is just perfect. We're just going to keep going. I think I can get one more loop. Yeah, I can get at least one more loop here. I like this little like lace look. Just looks a little dainty. Okay, so now that I've got that, so we should be able to finish this whole thing. This isn't the size wreath I would normally make, you know, but little wreaths are good too. I think little wreaths are cute, and like, oh, you can put it on a, you know, I don't know, like a basket, one of those like Tabasco. That's hot sauce, Julie. Tabasco seasoning. Tobacco baskets. You know what I'm talking about? They're like the little bit flatter ones. So that's really cute. So what we'll do is we'll grab another one. Let's grab the other one that was kind of wrinkled. And let's just find a spot to put it on here. I'm not going to do, I don't really like to do the outside rim there. I like to kind of keep it inside. I just like that. Okay, so we got done with our wreath here. And so I don't know, guys. It's not my favorite wreath. I'm just going to be really honest. Oops, I didn't even end it. So let me, goodness, Julie. I'm going to add another loop here and another loop here, I think. I forgot to end it. Well, now you get to see it. So I'm just going to add a loop here. And I was just so busy like thinking, okay, what else do I want to do here? All right. Sometimes I realize it's time to order some more ribbon. It's time to get some more ribbon. Has a crafter ever said that with more glee, it's time to get some more ribbon? Oh, goodness. I just feel so bad. I got to order me some more ribbon because I'm like, okay, I don't have a lot of like spring or neutral colors. So I've got a lot of Christmas stuff out. Maybe it's still packed away. I don't know. But as you can see, we have a few little frays here. You can take Rust-Oleum Clear Acrylic Spray and you can spray this if you want to help seal those edges, or maybe you have a spray that you like even better. Maybe leave it in the comments and let us know. But that's our base. So I found this other, I think this came from Hobby Lobby. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take, this is a little wrinkled. I'm going to cut this part and I'm going to save it for another bow. that I can go ahead and iron it. So you can iron that. So we're going to just set that aside. What we're going to do is we're going to I was kind of inspired by these big bows I've seen at Dallas when I went. So let's see, we need about that much. Let me think. Is that too much? I think that's too much. So let's do a smaller one. So let's do about 24 inches. So let's do 24 inches here. That's 24 inches, give or take some, okay? We're going to come in the middle here, and I'm going to overlap it by about 2 inches here. And we're going to add a little bit of glue. Oops, my glue is burning. It's been on. So when you just leave it on, it gets a little brown on you there. So again, I got that you can get it from Amazon. You can get them at Hobby Lobby, but I have links for these down below. All right, I'm going to glue that. This is super simple. Remember, we're keeping a very super simple bow here. And then I'm going to take, let's lay this over top of it, okay? I'm going to take, about 17 inches. Let's just do about 17 inches here. We're going to fold it over. And this is where like maybe some Mod Podge would come in really handy. And then I'm going to fold it over again and take my super amazing scissors from Amazon. And I'm just going to cut these. Do a nice little dovetail. So I would take some Mod Podge and I would go over that so that it'll make it stiffer. You could even take some Mod Podge and put it on the back of this and make it stiffer as well. So we're going to put this over like so. Just kind of give or take a little bit. Now I'm going to take this. We're going to add a little bit extra here. So let's do this. Let's just go and we're going to add it in the same way. Don't know. This one came from Hobby Lobby. But again, if you have a doily at home or something you could add to it, go right ahead. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue here too. Little glue won't hurt nothing, right? So we're going to use that to hold it down. Let that cool. So I'm going to let this cool and I'll come right back. Okay, so we have it. I even added a little bit of touch of glue underneath there. So we're going to put it over top of our burlap here. Again, I would add some Mod Podge, make it a little bit stiffer. And you know what? I am actually going to take some of this. We're going to, the one that oops, not very straight, Julie. Okay, it's all right. It doesn't have to be super straight because what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them over like so, okay? And that's going to go in between. So before we do that, we're going to take this and we're just going to like kind of put our thumb in there and then go like this, all right? All right, and then you could even take jute burlap and go over this as well. I think that would be really pretty. I'm going to grab a pipe cleaner or a piece of wire first. Let's just grab a piece of wire. Okay, sometimes you just got to go get the better stuff. And this is a lot better. This is like a 22 gauge. I'm just going to put it through here. Come on. All right. See, this isn't beautiful in the back. It's all right. Doesn't need to be beautiful. All right. So let's work on this bow just a little bit more. You're going to just kind of work on the things here. All right. I think that's pretty. You know, you could add this if you want, if you don't want. But I'm going to look here and I think I'm going to put her right there in the middle. We're going to do a top bow. I'm going to go through the frame. Go through. Make sure you go on each side of that frame. I want to come through it. So I'm going to get my wire cutters here. Make sure you're joining my email list. from time to time I give away stuff, and whether it be wreaths or tutorials, we will be giving away my favorite craft supplies soon, and all those sorts of things, my favorite craft tools. And so now you're just going to kind of play with it. I think that's really, really pretty. Now we can even bring this down a little bit. It's kind of up to you. I think that's really cute. And I think it's one of those wreaths that's be really pretty on a tobacco basket. I also had some of these flowers. I don't know. Should I put that there? This is one of those solo wood flowers that I dyed that I did for you guys, a few months ago. So I'm not really sure if I want to do that or not. Yes or no to the flower? What do you guys think? I don't know. Maybe we'll post 2 pictures, one with the flower, one without. I have more, but I feel like we don't necessarily need more. And I don't know, that's so kind of random. But if you made it this far in the tutorial, number one, thank you for spending your time. I know this was this was an easy one. This wasn't, a beautiful flower or anything, but I wanted to show up and I wanted to craft with you. So if you made it this far, would you leave me, let's see, a little pink heart emoji in the messages? I love pink. It's my favorite color. Look at my nails, look at my sweater. You're going to be seeing a lot of pink in the studio, and we'll be getting that ready soon here, and I can't wait to be able to show it to you. It's just not finished yet. Christmas kind of got in the way, so we got to get our things done and we can start showing, and then it's like painting and doing some really pretty tile work, and I can't wait to show you guys that. So listen, next week, I want you to show up here, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Sunday night, we have a wreath tutorial or a crafting video. And I want to know what you guys want to see in 2023. Is there something that you don't know how to do that you want that maybe I can teach you? Leave it in the comments. Leave me a pink heart, and we'll see you next Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye-bye.